So, welcome to our today's class. Today we are dealing with polygons. Let's see what the question says. Before then, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, STEM Up Africa, to enjoy exciting videos. Thank you. There are two regular polygons with number of sides equal to n-1 and n+2. Full stop. Their external angle differ by 6. The word differs in mathematics means minus sign. So we don't know what the polygons are. Let's classify them. Let's call the first polygon X, second polygon Y. So the first polygon, let's call the first polygon equals to S. Second polygon, let's call the second polygon Y, for instance. So we don't know who the polygons are. So what is the relationship between external angle and number of sides in polygon? The formula say one external or exterior angle is 360 degrees over n. Okay, so let's call these ones they are the external angles, for instance. Let's call it the external angles. Polygons, the external angle of X is the first polygon is X, the second is external angle is Y. So for X, I will call X now, which the external angle is 360 degrees over n-1. So let's call this one equation 1. Then the second external angle, which is Y, we'll call it 360. It's a mathematical expression, 360 degrees over n+2. Let's call that equation 2. But if you look at this statement, we are told, let me underline the statement, we are told that the difference or the two external angles differ by 6. It simply means the first external angle minus the second external angle will give us 6. What is the point? So we could say x minus y equals to 6. Let's call it equation 3. So we can now substitute equation 1 and 2 into equation 3. Let's substitute equation 1 and 2 now into equation 3. So if that should happen, I will have 360 over n-1 minus 360 over n+2 is equals to 6. So from the top, I can factorize 6 from the numerator. If I factorize 6 out, I will have 6 into 60 over n-1 minus 60 over n+2, bracket open close, equals to 6, such that this 6 can cancel this 6 out. So what happens from here? We'll write what is left. 60 over n-1 minus 60 over n+2. What is left here is 1. So how do we simplify fractions with different denominator? What we do normally, we take the LCM. So what's the LCM of n-1 and n+2? The LCM will be simply both of them, n-1 and n+2. So if these two numerator go into this denominator, I'll be left with n+2. That will multiply 60. I will have 60 into n+2. If those two denominator go into n+2, I'll be left with n-1 times 60. I have minus 60 into n-1. Our result is equals to 1. So if I expand the bracket, I'm going to have 60n plus 120 minus 60n plus 60 over n-1 n+2. The result is 1. So we cancel those, we can cancel 60n, can cancel 60n. So let's add those, we can add. We can add 120 to 60, that will give us a 180. So having 180 over n minus 1 bracket n plus 2 is equals to 1. So what happens from here? We can simply cross multiply. Here is over 1. Cross multiply. I'm going to have n minus 1 into n plus 2. That will give us 180. So we should open the bracket. If I open the bracket, I'm going to have n squared plus 2n minus n minus 2 equals to 180. So let's add those we can add. I can add these two, subtract these two, then collect like 10 by bringing 2 to this side. So I'll be left with n squared plus n is equals to 180 plus 2. That will give us 182. So if I rearrange the equation in a quadratic form, I'm going to have n squared plus n minus 182 is equals to 0. So what we have here now is a quadratic equation. How do we solve? You can solve either by factorization, complete the square method, or formula method. So let's think of the factors we can factorize, we can get from the two factors. What can we multiply to have 182 minus 182? If you add it, we have plus 1. What factor is that? If you think of the factor, I'm going to get factor would be 14 and 13, positive 14 and negative 13. So I will use positive 14 and negative 13 to replace 1. So I'm going to have n squared plus 14n minus 13n minus 182 equals to 0. So let's bracket the first two and also the last two. So I bracket the first two, I will have n squared plus 14n. Then bracket the last two. From the previous, I'm going to have 13n, put bracket 13n plus 182 is equals to 0. So what is common from the first bracket? N is common. Here becomes n plus 14. What is common from the second factor? Bracket is 13. Here also n plus 14 is equals to 0. So I will take the two brackets as 1, which is n plus 14. I will take those outside the bracket, n minus 13 is equals to 0. Simply means that n plus 14 is 0, or n minus 13 is 0. So my n here will give me minus 14, or n will give me 13. As we all know, we don't have negative side in polygons. Therefore, my n is equals to 13. So the polygon is a 13-sided polygon. Thank you for watching. As you know, hope to see you next time. As always, try to like our video, subscribe and share. Thank you.